everyone. Welcome to Daddy
Daughter
Podcast. Yes, my name is Aurelian, the daughter.
And I am Flavian, the daddy.
Yay! Welcome to our new episode.
Yeah, this is so exciting. And you're looking good. You even got your face beat.
Thank you.
Eh?
Thank you. You're looking good as well.
Thank you.
We are low-key matching. I don't know if it's low-key or...
Yeah.
No, we are matching intentionally.
Yes.
Matching. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this new episode. Oh my God. We are doing it again. Yay!
Yeah, and we want to welcome everyone. Join us in our journey as, we just share our experiences. So this is going to be fun, exciting. And as we say, welcome to Learn, Laugh, and Love.
On today's episode, we'll be talking about relationships. To be very specific, modern dating relationships. Yep.
Yeah. And
how do you feel about it?
I feel good because I get to discuss this with you. You know me, when I used to date, things were really different. Mm-hmm. It was still modern then, but now...
Was it?
Yeah, our modern was really modern.
No, that was not modern.
Yeah, just that we didn't have one gadget that could do everything.
Yes.
We had different, if you want to send a letter, you use the post office.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
For me, I am a bit nervous. I don't know how our viewers will take this. So... Mm-hmm. I'm nervous.
Oh, they're going to take it positively.
And a bit excited. Yeah. So let's dive into it. So brilliant. Which types of relationships are we going to be talking about?
Basically, let's just talk about the family relationships. Mm-hmm. The way a daughter should probably talk to the dad about her relationships out there with the basically boyfriends. Mm-hmm. And also we can go further and just share experiences because, I went through the same. Mm-hmm. The way during my time, actually, I think probably most of the girls I dated, my parents didn't even know them. Mm-hmm. But I know during your time, you are free to be able to actually, come to me and just say, hey, Dad, I'm actually dating this guy. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this and that? Yeah, so I think let's just dive into it and see how it goes.
We'll be also talking about friendship relationship. Yeah, so it won't just be all about dating, but most of it will be about dating. Before we start on now the modern relationship, I would like to know how was dating during your time?
Okay.
Looks like it was a long time ago.
No, it's not.
Like how many years ago? Considering I am...
Yeah, I literally was dating 30 years ago. No.
30?
No, that is too long because...
that means you were 15 when you started dating.
No, okay, those were like... those little crushes you have on girls like in school.
Okay.
And you're just thinking, hey, man, the moment you see the girl, you're like, you've already started planning everything. I could even plan how we were going to get married.
Oh my God. That's called being delusional. This is what we call being delusional right now. Yeah. Before you start... You even see someone, you're just crashing on someone and you're already planning your wedding.
Yes.
Oh my
God.
I'm
like, yeah, I'm seeing them driving my car.
Oh my.
Yeah, things like those. But basically, like in high school, I remember most of the times, every Thursday we would gather, just at the assembly to wait to be, the letters to be delivered to us. And the moment you don't get a letter, wow. Oh man, you get so depressed because you would write a letter to a girl in a certain school and then it would take 3 weeks for her to just reply, And then sometimes you'd get a letter which is so personalized. This girl took her time to even apply lipstick and kiss the letter.
Wow, okay.
So it was exciting. Yeah.
It's giving high school. That was
Yes.
in high school, right?
Yes, that was in high school.
Yeah, I think in high school we used to do that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then moving on to, college times. That was a bit easier because at least most of the girls now we dated were not so far away from, where we lived or things like that. So it was easier to actually be able to go hang out the girls' neighborhood for as long as you can until she comes out.
Just waiting for her to come out.
Imagine that, if you have to make a phone call, hey, that phone call is going to be tough because where the phone is farther. It's actually a public phone.
Oh, yeah.
So where you're going to get the phone, it's actually too far. It's easier to just,
Gosh.
go to the girl's place and just hang around there. And then you'll be lucky she'll be sent to the shops.
So if she doesn't get to be sent to the shops, you're not seeing her the whole day.
Yeah.
And you were just hanging around.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was
Yeah,
horrible.
your day just goes like that. Yeah, but the moment you start now probably dating, you start planning. So there was a lot of planning. You'll be like, okay, so we are, even nowadays, I know you guys plan.
Yeah,
But you
we
see,
do.
it's easy to just pick up
A
your
phone,
phone,
text.
But that time you could just, be told, okay, Sunday after church, we can meet at this point,
And you have to avail yourself at that time.
Yes. Yeah.
No being late.
Yes, if your parents decide you're
cancelling.
going to
Oh
be
my.
sent elsewhere, and now those plans are going to go so hurry, my friend. And you have
Wow.
to, yeah, but they were understanding.
Okay, maybe talking about my dating life. Was it even dating really? Just knowing people. And my parents were very, very strict. My mom, she was very strict. As I said in the earlier episode, she could, even when I'm just hanging out with boys, ningeona hell. Because angenigombanisha, you're like, why are you with this kid? Blah, 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 blah. So it was not easy to talk to people out there, to meet boys out there. But I think it's more fun right now, where you can easily get to mingle with people online. You get to meet people out there, and it's very easy since you just get their number. As long as you have their number, that's it.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Even you don't need their number. Even just having their Snapchat, having Instagram, it's easy. You'll get to talk to people. So I feel like our dating right now compared to yours was more passionate.
Yeah, you had to put in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can imagine sometimes if, for example, like what you say, sometimes I would be in Shags and maybe the girl I'm looking for has already gone to Nairobi for the holidays. So you're assured you're not going to see her that.
So you have to be asking their siblings or friends,
Yeah.
where did she go? Where
Yes.
is she going to be staying? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh,
There was a lot of
my.
investigative work.
Oh my. You guys ended up doing the wrong courses because you
Yeah.
would be DCIs right now.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
now, I feel like we are better off,
Yeah.
but it makes people lazy because now you won't put in the work. You
Okay.
just text, and when the girl says no or when the dude says no, and that's it.
Yeah, you
So
just
no,
move on.
no persistent, no putting in efforts, just being delusional about things as well.
Yeah.
I think I got that from you.
Yep. But
You
well,
see someone, you like them, and before I know it, I can't sleep because I'm thinking about them, or I'm planning our wedding, I'm planning, I don't know what. Oh my God, life is hard.
Yeah, you got that from daddy.
So what are the pros and cons of online dating? As for us right now, we do a lot of online dating. For the people who don't like going out a lot, mostly you meet people from either outside or people who are far from you. So when you think about it,
Yes.
what are the pros and cons for it?
I think one of the biggest pro is that, if I can put it this way, you have a wide array of, young men out there.
You just won't be marrying from your village.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, although that still happens in some, cultures where, as much as you have like a wide array of young men to choose from, some parents will be interested in knowing who are you dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it becomes like a network where you're going to choose the boy from just within your family friendships and acquaintances, and the network. So that becomes easier, and you probably know the person you're going to sort of, get engaged to and eventually marry. But in just having a social life and having fun, friends you can go out with to, to the clubs and dance, and drink and come back home. I think the online scene gives you a wide array of guys, because you can be able to, link up with these guys and
Yeah.
just socialize with them, and you're getting exposed to different
Sons of
cultures,
pharaohs.
yeah, nationalities, not
Yeah.
just
Hey.
guys from the neighborhood. So
Yeah, that's really.
yeah, so that's a really good thing, because exposure is everything. You need to learn about other people's cultures. How are people in South Africa, how are boys in Nigeria, and I know that is a very touchy subject.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people generally are good until something happens to them, and then we start seeing what is happening.
It's
Yeah.
very sad. I think what you've said, the pro, it's really good because you get to experience different people, cultures, and I think that is the most advantageous part.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the disadvantage part, I think we have more of the disadvantage than the advantages, because meeting people out there who you do not know, you have to risk it, really. You can't tell if someone is good or not. And with this era of drug trafficking, people looking for money, it's called organ what?
Organ trade.
Yes. You really don't know who you're bumping into, and you just have to be really, really careful when you're doing this online dating.
Or organ harvesting, I
Oh
think that's
yeah,
what you're
organ
looking.
harvesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit tough when you're doing that. So it's 50-50 really. It's just a gamble when
Yeah.
it comes to online dating. But also with when it comes to the pros, the accessibility, where you really don't have a reason to be single, not unless you want to, not unless you're planning, like as women empowerment, you're trying to heal, or you're trying to work on yourself. But you can do even, there's a lot of, what are they called? Dating apps.
Yeah.
You can have dating apps. Even just being on social media, Instagram, TikTok, someone will spot you and they'll be interested in talking to you. So it is a 50-50 situation, really.
Yeah. What some of the things I can advise would be, if you want to go out and date someone, then keep at the back of your mind that anything can happen, especially if you picked up this guy online. Like I said, a lot of people are good generally. A lot of parents out there are raising very good kids. But, there are influences out there. Like, for example, when you go out, You remember when you started dating and you could just tell me, and I hope I'm not jumping ahead to a question that you are going to
You're
ask
actually
me.
doing that.
Yeah, okay, let me backtrack a bit. Yeah, take your time to know the kind of people you are dating. You know, ask them intentional questions. They might lie, but if you are smart enough, you'll be able to know what this guy has said is probably a red flag, and I could just avoid this guy. And another way of just being able to make sure you know, when you're meeting a guy, you're safe. Don't go alone. Like I told you in an earlier episode, that when my sisters were dating and I didn't know they were dating, I used to be their handbag. So they would carry me along and leave me somewhere, and they would use that as an excuse to run home early. So
Right now, going with someone, like maybe you're going on a date, then you go to people,
Yeah.
the other person who is accompanying you, it will be like, now you're third wheeling.
Yeah.
The other person will be third wheeling.
So they start
So we'll
feeling
be carrying around third wheelers.
yeah, do
Yeah.
that, and do it unapologetically.
When you're scrolling through TikTok, how many videos have you seen of girls telling you some of their experiences and some of the red flags? So it's not very easy, but I think social media has also made it a bit easier for us to know when someone is acting weird, when there's some red flags,
Yeah.
because girls share their experiences. That's what I like more about social media, and mostly TikTok. Girls will share their experiences. If anything, just be scrolling through these social media platforms, and in one way or another, you can be lucky to spot a red flag.
Yeah.
And when you see red flags, please, 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 don't start turning them into green and blue and pink.
Yeah, a red flag is a red flag. Do
Yeah.
not start attacking that other girl who said, this happened to me, and then you start attacking them and say, you are stupid, you could
Yeah.
have, you know. So
How comes you didn't see this? Instead, just be supportive.
Yeah.
As girls, we should be really supportive.
Yeah, support each other. Yeah, and also like parents, you know, I would urge the girls, talk to your parents, and when something happens,
Yeah.
I think the safest place you will be is next to your parent. And I know there are some parents, when you know, girls, your daughters come to you, instead of now being that safe space, you become a terrorist and they run away.
But it's not very easy to approach your parents about relationship.
Okay.
Even from us, it was very hard. Okay, speaking from my perspective, it was very hard. Actually, the first time my dad asked me about boyfriends, I was just like, bro, you're weird. Like, why are you asking me about boyfriends? Why are you asking me about dating? Because of my upbringing, that was like an abomination to speak to your dad about like dating. So it was never something to talk about in public. Even just telling your mom, still, my mom, she's very, she's a strong woman. That's the only thing I can say. So
Yeah.
I really didn't have anyone to talk to about relationships or dating. And I knew from the beginning, we do not talk about dating with our parents.
Yeah.
We are doing that with your friends, with your girls. So just coming in to start talking to my dad about relationships, about dating, about friendship,
Yeah.
it was really hard.
I
It was
could imagine,
really
yeah.
tough.
Yeah, yeah. And even up to now, you still throw tantrums sometimes when I ask you or give you some hard facts about your boyfriends. Okay.
Yeah,
Your friends, boyfriends.
yeah, because I'm still learning to be very comfortable around you, and I'm trying to be open-minded when it comes to sharing who I'm dating or some of my friends. So like, how much do we trust each other before starting to tell each other about relationships? It's usually me telling you about relationships
Yeah.
and you advising me, really. So how
Exactly.
much do we trust each other at this point?
At this point, I think I go with what you tell me, and I take that as hard facts. So I will use that information, the one you're giving me, to actually be able to advise, and sometimes even give you, some of my experiences, because you will tell me, okay, this is what I'm going through with this guy, or I just met this guy and this is how it is going, and you're feeling like this, like that. Then I'll use that information and also use part of my experience to be able to advise. So when it comes to actually trusting you, I trust you to tell me the truth. Yeah, although sometimes you will not tell me the truth, you will just sometimes be
I'll summarize.
yeah, you will tell me the things you want me to hear, and then later when things go upside down, now that's when the drama comes in, and then we start Dad, you just watched me go down this far.
Oh my God.
far
Yeah.
with this. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's just funny how, like, for me, how much I trust you. You see, before, when you were busy trying to bring us close, bring us to have this friendship so that we can talk about everything, it started with very small things, like us going out, for example, to buy something, like to buy my clothes. Then you go like, yeah, you can pick that one, it will look good on you. And then later I'll just be like, ugh, I'm not taking that. That is not my style. I know me, I know myself, I can't wear that. Then he'll insist, he'll be like, just take it, just take it. So when I take it, wear it, later I'll be like, oh, yeah, it actually looks good. And you knew a lot about fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
So later, like even just wearing these North Stars and
Yeah, we could just go to a place and I'll tell you, hey, these are Converse.
yeah, wear
Get
this
this
Converse.
pair of
And I'm just
Converse.
like, I do not like this Converse. I do not like them at all. Then later, when I see people in college with them, I'll be like, Daddy, would you please get me those Converse?
Yeah.
So that made me start trusting him. So right now, it's a bit, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, when I go out shopping, if you've ever encountered me shopping, I'll have to take a picture, show my dad what I'm going to buy. If he doesn't approve, I am not buying it.
As my daughter, I want you to go out there looking the best, and I want you to look so good that everybody else wants to copy your style. They'll be like, oh, where did you get that from?
She's
Where did-
looking good. Yeah, so right
Yeah.
now, I really trust you so much that if you tell me that one, I don't think it will look good on you, I'll listen.
Okay.
So that will be at the back of my mind. But not saying that you detect what I wear, but I just like knowing how you feel about things, because I really trust your style. I feel like you have the best style.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so with that, with me trusting you that much, it's now made me comfortable to come share if I have a boyfriend. I even don't remember how I started telling you about my boyfriends, really.
Yeah, you started by telling your mom, and then
Yeah.
you moved on to me, and one thing I realized about the way it started, it was not even advice. It was information you're giving.
I was updating you about my life.
Yeah, you're updating me about your life, and then slowly, I started advising, and when I could advise, and then when sometime you see some things happen, and then you're like, oh, Dad already told me about this. And you experience it. So I became your prophet for...
Sometimes it's really annoying. Sometimes when I'm dating or when I have a new guy, I'm just like, wow, should I tell him?
Yeah.
Because trust me, when I tell you about someone, you'll just be like, yeah, there's one, I'm not seeing this relationship go anywhere. Then I'll be so rebellious because I'm just like, yeah, I'm the one who knows him, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, when you're dating, you do not want to hear any hard truth about the person you're dating. So I'll just be like, yeah, I know him better. I know him more than you do. Then inaisha.
Yeah, so I think one thing I've also learned, you know, just being able to advise you, is also to be able to trust you with your feelings and your freedoms, so that when I'm advising, I do not advise as if, you know, whatever I say is cast on stone. And sometimes if it goes ahead, well, like when I'm telling you something negative and then it happens, that is usually not actually my intention, really.
Okay, do you usually believe 100% when you're telling me something negative about the people I'm going out with? Do you usually know, Aki, this is going to happen?
Well, sometimes yes. There are such times where I know, you know, like this guy you talked to me about, and you told me how calm he is, and I also
Damn, you
told
oversharing.
and I told you this guy is too calm
Damn,
and
you
collected.
oversharing.
There must be something he's hiding, and it turned out that he was hiding something.
Aki, hata ikwenda mbali, surely.
Yeah, so it's such experiences, because I know.
Oh my God.
Yes,
But and now, when I'm sharing, I'm just like, should I tell you?
yeah.
Do I really want to hear the truth on how you feel?
Yeah.
Although, yeah, just to be clear, I've never introduced you to the people I'm going out with,
Yeah.
like in person. I only share photos because, of course, with online dating, you don't know who you're going to meet really. So just to be safe, the person will send me their photos, obviously, and I'll show my dad. I'll just be like, yeah, this is the person I'm going out with, so that just in case anything happens, my dad has a picture of. And when I'm going out, I have to tell my dad, by the way, I'm going out to this place at this time.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of coming back at this time. Or if I'm getting late, you will always text me. You're like, okay, what's going on? So I'll be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'll come later, or this is what is happening. So that has also helped me to boost my confidence when I'm out there, knowing my dad knows who I'm out with.
Yeah.
He knows how the person looks like. He knows exactly where I am. I've even shared sorry to the people who I date. Now they will know. Yeah, trust me, when we are out with you, my dad knows.
And you have enough money to
Oh
even buy them
my.
dinner and
Can
get
I-
back home and drinks.
Okay, now going back to the first time I ever told you I'm dating.
Yes.
It was during COVID in 2020.
Yeah,
2020,
21.
2021,
Yeah.
when now things were getting back to normal. I will tell you, I'm going to see my boyfriend. Then you send me money for Uber, money for lunch. And I'm just like, I'm going to his place. Of course, he'll buy lunch or he'll make lunch. Then just be like, no, it's just good to have your own money. So you'll get me money, you'll give me money for Uber, money for lunch. But then ulifanya tuka break up.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention. You
Because
just needed
this
to
guy
be comfy.
started feeling like he's competing with you. Because I don't ask him for money for Uber.
Yeah.
Siulizi fare.
Yes.
Ama sikuli fare. Siulizi fare. So
Yeah.
it's just like, your dad is spoiling you a bit too much.
Yeah.
I should take control, blah, blah. Yeah, but I think right now we are good. You can send bus fare if you...
Yeah. I mean, your outing allowance has to be sent. Because I believe it's important when you're going out to be as comfortable as possible.
Why did you start doing that, actually?
It was just from my past experiences again. I would, well, it's to be honest, I started dating when I had money. Like I couldn't date when I was broke, because of course I come from a family where we just had enough to take care of, you know, education and such stuff. So I would go out, like there's this time I went out with this girl, and then I just had enough to just buy one drink, you know.
Disaster.
Yeah, and then I had to manage that evening so closely to make sure we don't go beyond that one drink and even the place we were going. And then I remember this girl, she was even telling me, okay, there's this thing that is happening in Carnival. Can we go? So basically what I did, I was like, okay, let me try call my bro. I see whether he can boost me with some cash. And then I know if she's watching this, she's going to laugh. She will know herself. And then I went and called, and to be honest, I didn't even make that call because again, it was from a public pay phone.
Wow.
And then I pretended that my bro was not home. Oh, so now, you know.
I need to go home very fast.
Yeah,
My bro is not.
Yeah, my bro is not home, and because for me to get money, I was going to actually go back home, get the money from my bro, and then we go to Carnival for that event that was happening. So I literally sabotaged that situation right there. So because of that, I decided for you, I will never let you be in that kind of a position. And again, I wouldn't want a man to take advantage of, you know, since I'm the one who is buying the drinks, and you're feeling like he did you a favor to buy you drinks and, you know, buy you that dinner. Now he has, you know, all the powers to be able to ask for whatever he wants. So I want you to be in a position where you have the decision-making powers. If you're making any decision, it's not because out of desperation. It's not because you know you won't be able to get home, so you have to stick around this guy until he probably, you know, drops you home or gives you some money to be able to come back. And then the story of umekula bus fare and stuff like that. Yeah, because of all that, I don't want that to happen to you. You know.
But then, like you doing that, it has really boosted my confidence when I'm out there, because I know when we are going for the date, I can buy whatever I want, or I can eat whatever I want, and just in case this man or this person tells me, yeah, this needs to happen or this needs to happen because I've done this and this, I'm just like, I can pay for my own food. And also, it's not about just having the money or having enough or a lot of money. If I know I'm low on cash, I'll eat something that I know I can pay for. I won't start having chicken when I know I can only afford a dawa.
Yeah.
So I'll only eat what I can afford. What I feel like, just in case of anything, I can give you back your money.
Yeah.
So I really weigh the situation. So if you are watching and maybe you're low on cash or you don't have the money, you don't have to be depressed about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hiyo kidogo umesave and you're going out, just try to make sure uko na at least. Ama when you're going out as well, sharing just your location, sharing even if it's not with your dad, because
yeah, sometimes you can be probably uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But just pick a friend and tell them, you know what, I'm hanging out with this guy over here.
Yeah.
Here is my pin. And again, you know, come up with a way of communicating such that if you feel unsafe, you can be able to just hit up the other person with a coded message. And then this person will know, okay, this
There's
girl
something.
is unsafe, so I need to do something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now because of social media, and let me put it this way, we put out a lot about us on social media, but on some events we need to keep those things to ourselves. No, if you're busy, you know, broadcasting a lot of stuff about you out there on social media, then you can be easily broadcasting other things that are going to keep you safe. You know, and be free, and yeah, make sure other people also, we should also try not to judge each other,
Yeah.
because, you know, no one is perfect.
Yeah, so this journey about relationships, oh well, mostly we've just talked about relationships, about dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this journey, it just didn't, we just didn't wake up, or I just didn't wake up and start sharing.
Yeah.
Till now, there are some things I keep to myself. Of course, I can't be telling my dad everything about my
Yeah.
relationship, my friendship, no. But it has been, we've been growing, and with, unfortunately, with the killings on social media that we've been hearing about, it is tough, and we are always talking about it, trying to make sure we are safe. So girls out there, try your best before you go meeting someone. Do your due diligence. Right now, people are on social media. Kwa mse wa tech, try Google, know this person or something. Just try your best.
Yeah.
Not saying that people get killed because they're not careful. No, you can be careful and
Yeah.
things happen. But
At least you did something to keep yourself safe.
yeah,
Yeah, and of course, yeah, like what we do sometimes when you get a photo of a guy out there, you will show me on your phone, and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, hey, this guy has a big nose.
oh my god, we like making fun of. Okay, it's like a toxic trait we have of just making fun of people's body features. I know we all do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're just like, hey, that guy has like a nose. So it will be hard for me to come tell my dad, since I know how the people I'm going out with look. So I'm just like, ooh, my dad will make fun of this guy because of this and this. But that's just our fun way of bonding. It might be a little toxic, but
yeah, I think
that's how we kind of
you
bond,
know,
Cindy.
yeah, and break the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Is there anything you'll want to say?
No, I think this has been a very good episode, and we cannot exhaust everything in this episode, so we will revisit this.
Yeah.
And we would be happy to hear from other dads out there, other daughters out there. How do you relate with your dad? How do you talk about, your relationships, especially with your dads? Share in the comment section. And we also have our email address down here, so you can always hit us up and tell us, okay, you want us to discuss this further, and how have we been able to navigate, some of this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can share your views, or if you're a dad, what do you think? Do you feel like we are overstepping?
And positive vibes only.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just have to overstep. I will overstep because I want my daughter to be safe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
yeah, if you're a parent or a soon-to-be parent or a youth out there, this is your podcast.
Yeah.
Join us. We laugh, we learn, and we love.
So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Stay awesome. Bye.